If you're anything like me and have dealt with anxiety or stress for years and can't seem to find anything that really resolves it, doctors usually want to give you some kind of pill, but the pills that they give you to stop these things from happening, they do something in your brain which cuts off your emotions. And a lot of times people don't like to take the pills because they don't like feeling numb and like they don't really have any feelings. But there's other ways that you can deal with the anxiety and stress that does not require any kind of medications. So I want to show you a couple things that I've learned from my instructor, David Snyder, on how to get rid of an anxiety as it comes up. So one of the things that he teaches us is called the magic frame. And the frame gives you the opportunity to collect up that experience that's really the root of that anxiety, probably rooted somewhere between the ages 2 and 5 years old, sometimes up to 7, maybe later, but in most cases, the baseline reason is something that happened very young. And it also could be inherited. And it's hard to find if you don't know if it's an inherited emotion. So what I want to do is I want to show you how he uses the framing process and how I use it in my practices to help alleviate an anxiety attack. So anytime you got angst going on, usually a lot of times you're going to be feeling it in your chest. You may feel a tightness. You may feel a heaviness like there's an elephant on your stomach laying on top of your chest. You may feel it down in this area. And it can show up anywhere, but the most places that I see it, especially for me, was in here and here in the solar plexus. So there's things that will trigger anxiety, and it could be underlying from PTSD, some type of trauma in your life, or maybe you're just an anxious person. Some of us are kind of built that way in some cases. But all you need to do is wherever you feel that in your body, that anxiety, close your eyes with me. Scan your body with your closed eyes and notice where it is that you feel it. And notice that there's a color associated with it. Now, I want you to do is I want you to notice where that color is, what it feels like, and pull all that color energy out of your body. Okay? We're going to do the spinning first, and I'm going to show you the frame. Pull all that colored energy out of your body. So you pretend like you have a magnet, just drawing it all out. Make sure you get it all out. And then it's going to be in the palms of your hands. You're holding it, okay? And you're doing this with your eyes closed. Now look down with your inside eyes and notice that if the color has changed. And you're going to notice that it's spinning a certain direction. Now this is something you want to get rid of. You want to reverse it. So let's say that it's spinning this way. You want to reverse it, so you can grab a hold of it and start to spin it the opposite direction, okay? And spin and then start doubling that spin and doubling again and keep doubling it till it takes on a life of its own, and it's so strong that you know that even you can't stop it. And once it's spinning so strong in the other direction, you know you got it. Grab that, put it into the palms of your hand, and push it right back into where you came from, okay? Now with the framing, it's going to be very similar, but in this case, where you're feeling it in your body, you're going to reach out and you're going to find the picture that's associated with that. And it's probably going to be the root, and it may not be anything that you think it is. You may be having anxiety around something specific, and this picture that shows up may be you when you're 1 year old in a situation that you don't even recall, okay? So with your eyes closed, find any anxiety in your body, any feeling that you got going on, and you can do these in the moment instantly, and they work instantly. Now sometimes if there's lingering stuff, you may need to do a little bit extra. So don't think that it's not working if you have to do more than one time, because there may be layers of stuff in there. So with the framing, you have your eyes closed. You're going to reach out, you're going to find the picture that goes with it. Now if you can't see the picture that's kind of standing out front, kind of right at you, then you're going to feel it. And when you feel it, you're going to feel for that feeling to increase. Now once you get on it, that feeling's going to get stronger. So you just kind of feel out where it's at, and it's usually above the head and between the knees and around this vicinity, okay? And it can be from anywhere for, out here somewhere. So you're going to take that picture, you're doing this with your inside eyes, and you're going to pretend like it's one of the old-fashioned black and white TVs and turn it all the way over to the right and white it out. Turn it all the way to the left to black it out and see what that does. Now which screen feels most comfortable will be the one you work with. Now imagine that your index finger of your dominant hand is a gold magic marker. Now this is where we're going to release all this experience by writing the lessons that we needed to learn from this experience so we don't hold on to it any longer. So maybe this experience is something when you were 1 or 2 years old, and maybe you got yelled at because you knocked something over and it broke, and you didn't know any better. You were little, you were just starting to walk. And so it may be, you may want to write in there, I didn't know any better. You may want to write in there, I'm a good person. Maybe I am worthy. Maybe I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't mean to do it. Mom was only disciplining me because that's what she knew to do. Whatever you need to learn from that experience so you can put it behind you, just start writing the lessons now. It may take you 5 seconds. It may take you 20, 40 minutes. Who knows? Just write everything you need to know. I am worthy. I'm good enough. I am a good person. It was an accident. I didn't mean to do it. Mom didn't mean to get mad at me. Whatever it is. And once you got all those lessons written on there, now we're going to take that picture and we're going to shrink it down. So you're going to take it and you're going to start shrinking it down and put it down into the palms of your hands. It's always good to watch this first and then go back and do the practice. And then you're going to lift it up and you're going to throw it back behind you. Okay? Another thing that we can do is working with magnets. Magnets are used to alleviate any kind of trapped emotion through the emotion code with Dr. Bradley Snyder. Now, if you don't have magnets, you can also use your hands. You can increase the energy of your hands by rubbing them together, and that will start building up some heat, increasing that energy. So once you find a trapped emotion, you would use the body code or the emotion code chart to determine on what the emotion is. And you do muscle testing in order to find out what it is. So muscle testing can be done doing the links of the fingers. It can be done standing up, sway test. So if you were standing up doing the sway test, you would stand up like this, and then you would ask the questions, and your body would sway forward if it's yes, and it would sway backwards if it's no. So when you're doing the muscle testing, you would ask yes or no questions. Do I have a trapped emotion in my body? Okay. You may want to start out with a heart wall. Sometimes a heart wall. If you use the body code, you can ask more specific based on energy and different levels of things that it may be in. So let's say that you're getting a lot of anxiety and it's coming up, and just ask, is there a reason for this heaviness in my body? And you get a yes. Okay, is it a trapped emotion? We got a yes. Is it in column A? That's in the emotion code chart. No, it's in B. So it's an odd number row? No. Is it in row 2? Row 4? Row 6? Now this one has came up for me a lot, so I know what's in it. Is it pride? No. Is it shame? No. Is it shock? No. Is it unworthy? No. Is it worthless? Worthless was a word that my dad used often as we were growing up. He would call us worthless piece of shits. And excuse my French. But these are things that are underlying that we don't remember because we were so young, and they seem so insignificant. So what you would do is you would just take the magnets or the tips of your fingers, and you would start here at the top of the meridian, and you go all the way down as far as you can go down the back, and you would do it 3 times. Now, what we could ask is, is there any associations we need to code with this worthlessness? No, there's not. Now, if there were, then you would ask, is it inherited? And if you got a yes, you may ask, did I inherit it from my mom? Okay, if you got a yes, you may go back and did she inherit from her mom? Did she inherit from her mom? And you can go back generations. And the good part was you can use the magnets is that you go 7 years forward, I believe it is, and 7 years back, and it clears out everything that's been inherited through all those. So when whoever you inherited from and they inherited from, when they come back into their new life, it clears it out from them. So, hi, I'm Renee Betterton with Life Solutions, and I help women and men transform their lives for the better by changing mindsets, changing trapped emotions, belief systems, and clearing up things using NLP, using magnets in the motion code or body code, and using Jinshin processes to clear out the pathways of the flows of the natural processes that your body goes through that sometimes get balls of energy blocked in, maybe in an organ, somewhere in the flow between organs or what have you. And these things will haunt you, and they'll cause sickness and diseases, and in some cases, when they're let go long enough, can eventually lead to cancer and possibly death. So if you're tired of living with a body that feels like it's falling apart, feeling like you're older than you really are, start doing stuff that's going to help you clear up what's going on by using the different processes that I use. Okay? You can always find me on Facebook under Renee, Facebook, Renee facebook.com/Renee.Betterton. You can also find my page, Life Solutions Transformations, on Facebook. And you can also find me on YouTube and Instagram. But I work with people individually, and I work with them in groups to lead them to a place to where they have inner peace, they build more confidence, feel better about themselves, have better self-esteem, and more motivated to reach their goals and live the life and go after the things that they want. So if that's you, you want a better life, watch more of my videos and learn how to get past anything that's keeping you stuck in your life so you can live the life that you're meant to have. We're meant to be happy. We're meant to be creators. We're meant to have fun. So if you're not having fun and enjoying life, there's something wrong, and it's time to find out just what that is. If you don't know what's bothering you, you don't know there's something to fix. But most of us have stuff going on. We just don't always recognize what it is and why the feelings are happening. So if you ever find yourself getting tightness in your chest, you ever find yourself getting sick to your stomach, that means something's going on and something's triggering it, and this is your body's way of telling you something's going on that you need to take care of so we can get better together. Okay? So thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful, and I hope you come back for more information that's going to help you heal and have the life that you've always wanted. So have a great day. Thank you for watching. I'm Renee Betterton, and I'll see you again in the next video. Take care.